Let me get a round of applause. Baby made that.
Round of applause, baby made that ass clap.
Let me get a round of applause. We've done it again, black people. We've done it again. Spring break Daytona is officially canceled. They said we don't want your kind down there. Stay out of here with all of that shenanigans, man. We don't want it. Keep that where you came from. They don't want us there no more. We're not gonna have nowhere to go in a minute. And when I say we, I'm talking about us as a people. I'm not going down there, period. But overall, we're not gonna have nowhere to go. Y'all keep playing it like y'all playing it. The whole country gonna be like, nah, y'all gotta leave the country for spring break. Y'all gonna have to start celebrating Songkran in Thailand. Running around having water fights with the Thai people.
This Daytona Beach spring break. 1, 2.
Black people run, everybody runs too.
He reaching in the bag. Okay. And first of all, anybody you see in this vicinity has a bag. You already know what it is. Clutching. 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 Everybody out here with a bag is... They got a gun in there. Police on the bike surveying around. Shiesty and bag in the front. Okay, I already know this tactic. It's spring break, you got a shiesty, but bag in front, so you don't gotta, you know, feel me? You could just like that. This is dangerous. You never catch me out here. You'll never see me out here, ever.
Niggas in the rain, the bag, got their bag, clutching the bag.
This is crazy, bro. So sign them boys up before I ran. Everybody clutching for no reason. All them pump faking. When we went to spring break, our only objective was to see who can get the most numbers and girls. No one was worrying about carrying a weapon. Times have changed tremendously. This is sad.
Send them boys to Iran. Draft all the YNs. Get them in. What's the point of going if you gotta be head on a swivel? You gotta be clutching everywhere you go. Why are you going? You shouldn't be where you gotta watch how you move consistently. You can't even enjoy yourself. YNs down there for what reason? Looking to get into something.
You know, I'm wholeheartedly convinced that places like Houston and Daytona Beach literally allowed those events to carry out just to make black kids the laughing stock and a butt of a joke. Like, you can't convince me that all of America has seen these flyers except for the police departments of these counties. Like, what are we talking about? Like, these police departments are literally in cahoots with like these big clubs and all these beaches and restaurants and stuff. And you're telling me that you had no idea that all these kids was finna come down for spring break? Come on.
Yeah, they be on it. The police be on it. They be seeing the flyers and all the posts. They be like, look, this is about to pop off. This is what's popping on the internet. Everybody gonna be here acting crazy. I remember back when we did the carnivals in my hometown. That was just a small crowd of people, maybe a couple hundred. The police was on it. They already knew. They beat everybody there.
Come on now. It was a lot of instances of things that could have been stopped before they got started, and I feel like they just let it run a little too long just so that people can have something to talk about. Because it's like, coming on social media and hearing all these kids get bashed for being kids is absolutely absurd. It's just like, first of all, most of these kids have no guidance. Like, no guidance in a new city. Of course they're gonna let loose. Like, what are we talking about? It's a whole bunch of, oh, these kids are out of control. These kids are out of control. No, the cities had total control over how those situations could have went down, and they chose not to do anything about it simply because of, like, it was literally public humiliation in the form of what was supposed to be enjoyment. Like, what? And then it's like these grown-ass adults talking about, like, these 17, 18, 19-year-olds. Like, bro, what? I just need all the bored old asses to get off the fucking internet and figure out what the root of the fucking problem is. Because the problem, okay, some of these kids off the wires, like, yes, but the problem is the fact that there is no guidance inside the homes and obviously outside the homes. Because, like, bro, what?
Kodak Black said it. I'm not a bad kid, I just didn't have no guidance.
I'm not a bad kid, I just didn't have no guidance.
These kids ain't got no guidance. That's the problem. The parents didn't care for real. They probably was working all the time, never home. These are the kids that had to raise themselves. The streets ended up raising them. Themselves and the streets. They jumped off the porch early. The streets gonna take you in quick, too. They'll accept anybody.
Now, the YNs and the Bonnet Brigade was also down in Daytona Beach for spring break acting a fool. I done looked at videos of y'all twerking on light poles. Y'all done trashed the whole beach down there. The locals, they said they do not want to be bothered with y'all again, and please do not return. The police had to be called. They arrested several for having drugs and weapons on them. It's truly sad. Y'all embarrass yourselves everywhere you go. Even the hotel workers have reported y'all trashing the hotels and putting holes all in the wall. Like, how the fuck do y'all even put holes? What were you doing that you were putting holes in the wall at the fucking hotel? Yeah, y'all are ridiculous. And then on top of that, of course, you know, people sleeping with each other and all of that type of stuff. So again, just like with Houston, y'all better make sure you get tested soon as you get back home. And learn how to fucking act. Get some damn home training.
It's a little too late to get the home training. They didn't grow up with that home training. They have no training. It's really no hope for the YNs, to be real. And just because you young don't mean you a YN either. A YN is the specific group of people that act reckless everywhere they go. They're not mannerable. They're not upstanding men. They're menaces. Those are YNs. You got the smart, young, polite, well-spoken civilians in that same age group. Those are not YNs. It's a difference. Now check this out. Spring break in Daytona has officially ended. It's not ever gonna happen there ever again. If so, expect major consequences. Look, the police getting involved. The chief said, no, sir, we are not having this happen again. And they're actually looking for the person that threw this Daytona takeover too. Watch this clip, then we're gonna get into that.
Daytona Beach should no longer position itself as a spring break destination. The city of Daytona Beach is unique in the volume and frequency of major events it hosts throughout the year, often in close succession. This requires our officers to work significantly more mandated special event assignments than many comparable agencies. The cumulative impact of these demands contributes to operational fatigue and reinforces the need for more structured and a sustainable approach moving forward. Daytona Beach should no longer position itself as a spring break destination. It is not a decision against tourism, but a decision against unsanctioned, high-risk activity that strains resources, disrupts our community, and places unnecessary demands on public safety personnel.
You heard that man reference high-risk activities. Y'all got Daytona losing money. It's affecting tourism because guess what? Millennials with common sense, the ones with common sense now, and all the older generations do not want to be a part of that. They don't want to be caught in the mix of that. People going to actually have a good time. That's what Florida used to be. It used to be a destination you could go for an actual getaway, to get away from the shenanigans that's going on in your home city. Not go down to Daytona or wherever in Florida. Not go down to Florida just to be in the same thing or a worse environment. A place flooded with YNs that don't know how to act.
Y'all, in 2026, the sheriffs are not playing with the people. They are on Facebook letting the people know we know who you are, we coming for you, and we letting the public know. Now they going after the spring breakers. Well, not really the spring breakers, more so the party promoters. Now, the sheriff is doing a press release with the party promoter picture in the back like, Aaliyah Brooks, we know who you are, we coming for you, and we gonna find you. This is a letter that the sheriff sent out to multiple party promoters. I'm finna blow it up and we gonna read it. But essentially, the letter is just saying, don't come down here with all that party promoting foolishness. If you do come down to this city causing chaos, you're gonna be financially responsible for whatever chaos ensues. This letter went out March 16th to Aaliyah. Look like her middle name is Ja Maria, last name Brooks. And I think that's her address posted under her name, so I'm gonna just sit right here. I don't want y'all to have the girl address. Subject line of this letter is unpermitted event Daytona Beach takeover, Mrs. Brooks. Mind you, this letter coming from the sheriff. He say, it has come to my attention that you are advertising or promoting, sponsoring, organizing, arranging, whatever you want to call it, this Daytona Beach takeover. They say the takeover is supposed to be from the 18th to the 23rd. Well, why you sending her the letter 2 days before? Sheriff, she probably already in Daytona. She probably didn't get this letter. Oh, it says she also organized the party that was last weekend, March 11th through the 14th. Now, you can't be sending her a letter about last weekend, Sheriff. They say, we strongly urge you to cease and desist from advertising. We'll just skip to the end. It says the sheriff's office will have zero tolerance for any violations, traffic or otherwise.
They didn't send her a cease and desist or her organizing of takeovers, right? They taking over the beach. So basically, she got influence over the YNs. If she say it's a go, they gonna go. Daytona said no. Matter of fact, you have to go and your crowd have to leave with you. Or else there will be consequences. We ain't playing with you. I ain't playing with you.
Additionally, the sheriff's office will pursue all legal means to recover from you, the promoter and organizer of this unpermitted and unsanctioned event, all costs and fees associated with supplemental law enforcement, firefighter, emergency medical technician, paramedic, and sanitation services for this, again, unpermitted and unsanctioned event. Y'all gonna charge the girl to clean up the whole city? If somebody have a car accident and the firefighters or the paramedics or the cops got to come out to the scene of the accident, y'all gonna charge the girl for that? Girl, I know it's too late now. The party done already happened. But if I'd have seen this letter, I'd have told you not to go. Just to have the party somewhere else. And I guess she didn't get the letter in time, or maybe she just didn't care. Because, baby, she still had that party. And now, girl, they looking for you.
See, they not letting up. They said they gonna charge her for everything. We putting that on your tab. And there was a lot of car accidents. There was a lot of them trashing the beach. It was a whole lot of everything. It was a lot of everything. So you're going to be having a lot of charges you keep this going on. Financially. And they probably going to lock her up. To be real with you. Matter of fact, they already looking to lock her up.
If your name is Aaliyah Brooks, Volusia County Sheriff's Office is looking for you for hosting this spring break takeover event in Daytona Beach, because I told y'all to come back and clean that trash up. This man has your information and face plastered all over social media and all over the police departments in Volusia County. He said he sent you out a cease and desist prior to this event happening, but you failed to acknowledge the cease and desist, and you proceeded with the takeover anyway. So therefore, he's coming after you and anybody else that was attached to you for this takeover. He said, find a new career. But I go ahead and let him tell you, because he tell the story better than me. If y'all know Aaliyah Brooks, tag her in these comments, because she need to see this.
Event pops up here this weekend. I'm coming after your Tesla first, and then we're going after the rest of your money to pay for this thing. My folks in the Real-Time Crime Center, my special events coordinator in Daytona Beach, they identified a handful of these promoters. And they sent them registered letters, including 2 that went out last night that we're going to talk about, that basically says what the law is. If you promote an unsanctioned event and we incur costs in police, fire, EMS, and trash cleanup, you are responsible for the cost of that event.
They said they coming after her wheels. We ain't even gonna let you drive no more. We taking your whip. First. That's just first.
They have gone unanswered. So now, what I would like to do with you here is put them on notice to the world. Here is number 1 offender, Aaliyah Brooks. She got a certified letter basically saying that has come to our attention that you are advertising, promoting, or sponsoring, or organizing or arranging via social media a Daytona Beach takeover, an unpermitted, unsanctioned event scheduled from March 18th to March 23rd. And it goes on to describe what it means, what an unsanctioned event is, how to get the proper permits, and then it goes on to tell you are further advised that as a sponsor of this event, you will be held legally responsible for the cost associated with supplemental police, fire, EMS, and sanitation services. So Elias is sitting behind a keyboard in Georgia. And I think she fancies herself, this is her new career.
And if you're planning on doing anything like this in the future, just know the state of Florida require permits to do anything. If you want to clean a pool, you need a permit. But Aaliyah Brooks, I think you need to pick up that phone, sir, immediately.
You can't be playing around in Florida either. And they got that 3-strike rule, so she better not try it again. She catch 3 strikes in Florida, they gonna get her life. Florida don't be playing. And they got one of the most corrupt penitentiary systems, right? Drop a comment, let me know what y'all think about this one. We've done it again. Another city in Florida said they don't want us having spring break there. When are y'all gonna get the memo? It wasn't just Miami. They said we just gonna go to the next city over. Come on, man. We gotta do better than that. We gotta use our brain. They don't want it popping in the state at all. We get too reckless. We do too much. They don't want us coming there to do spring break. Let me know what y'all think. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Once again, it's your brother YT. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace to my Hebrew fam. Shalom.